Hi, this is Yolanda Vanveen, and in this segment we're going to learn all about the bridal wreath plant, also known as Francoa Ramosa. It's a beautiful plant from Chile. Chile is a small, long, pencil-shaped country to the very bottom of South America. So the climate is very similar to the Pacific Northwest. They get a lot of the ocean currents and they get a lot of the ocean temperatures, but they have the Andes Mountains in between, just like we have the Cascade Mountains. And so the mountainous plants do really well there as they would in any climate that's similar. And what I love about Chile, it goes across the 45th parallel. And if you see that any plant that grows along the 45th parallel does well because there's equal seasons. There's 3 months of summer, spring, fall, and winter. Just like the northern hemisphere, if you go across the Pacific Northwest and across all of America, even into New York, you will find that the temperatures are very similar and that they have seasons. But the difference is the Pacific Ocean is a much warmer ocean than the Atlantic Ocean. So we have much milder temperatures on the west coast than the east coast does on the northern part. But what I love about Chilean plants is that they do really well in the Pacific Northwest and many other climates because they can handle a lot of cold temperatures. They call it bridal wreath or maiden's wreath because the blooms look just like a headband. They're tiny little white and pink flowers that are all connected, and you can just take a stem of flower and put it into a knot and put it on your head and make a beautiful little wreath, and it's perfect for your bridal veil. And in the old days, a lot of people would do that. They make great cut flowers, whether you wrap them into a wreath or you put them straight up and down. They're a beautiful cut flower. The most important thing to remember is to don't put them in full hot sun. Put them in a little bit of shade. So give them some afternoon shade or a little bit of protection or a little bit under a tree because they can burn if they get hot sun on them. And water them well, but let them dry out in between. They like really wet winters, but they like really hot summers. And the key is never let your Francoa Ramosa dry out, because if it dries out, you'll lose it. And as long as you keep it moist, but not sitting in water in a pond, it'll thrive and come back for years and years and years. It's the most ultimate bridal wreath.